Our buddy, Chef MarkKalix.
We have celebrity chef Mark Kalix.
Welcome to the Appliance Factory Fine Line Showroom. I'm Chef Mark, and today I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your new Advantium oven. An Advantium oven is a speed oven. It utilizes several different cooking technologies simultaneously to cook food faster and more accurately than ever. So stay tuned as we take a deeper dive. The most common installation we see for an Advantium oven is above a wall oven. What I like about this is that you have all of your cooking modalities in one place. You can find a Advantium wall oven in two different looks. You have edge-to-edge glass with a thin handle, or more of a pro style with that chunky handle. Let's take a quick look at that. You can also find the Advantium oven with a statement style handle. The internals are identical and the way it operates is identical. Instead of having wall-to-wall glass, you're framed in stainless steel, and again, that nice commercial style handle. Here you can see an Advantium oven mounted under counter. This is a very common installation if you're using your Advantium mostly as a microwave. It's a great replacement for a microwave drawer. And keep in mind the manufacturer recommends that you use the lower power standard 120 volt outlet if you're doing this installation. Let's take a look inside and see what we find before we start cooking. First thing I see is a rack. This rack, I recommend taking it out for the majority of cooking. We've got three different pans here. We have a glass pan here. This is for microwaving, and then two different metal pans. You have a smooth, and then you have what they call a grill pan. When you choose a program in the Advantium software, it will tell you which pan it recommends you use as you're cooking. And I find that the most common mistake is most people leave the glass in there all the time and add the metal on top of it. What happens is you have several different heating elements in here, and it gets in the way of how well those heating elements operate. So I recommend following the directions that are provided to you on the screen as you're cooking. So next, let's take a look at all the different heating elements and how they work. So removing the wheel carrier here, there's a ceramic heater here. It's this bar here that gets really hot, and what that does is it helps cook food from the bottom to the top. So that would be the ceramic heater. And then you can't see it quite here, but there is a halogen lamp, a high power lamp, and that will turn on and off as food is cooking, and that'll provide a broiling element. And then there's also the microwave. This makes a wonderful microwave. You can do all the microwave things, make popcorn, heat your coffee, but that will work in conjunction when you're speed cooking with the other heating elements. And finally, it's a convection oven. So you can see the fan back here. It's covered by this shroud. And what that convection oven does is several things. It provides air frying, it helps provide toasting. You can use this as a standard oven. You could bake a cake in here. But what it does is it provides that fourth heating modality when you get into speed cooking to allow food to cook extremely quickly. So think about that. You've got four heating elements. You got ceramic heat, you got halogen heat, you got convection heat, and you got microwave to cook things simultaneously. So as I go into the software here on the control panel, I'll show you how that works. Okay, we're into the microwave here, and it's got some typical controls that you might see in any microwave: cook by time, defrost, reheat, popcorn button, cook by food type. If you're not sure what to set, go ahead and use one of these. Ground beef, rice. These are just a few of the examples that are provided to you from the factory. You can add more food styles, and you can also customize this. And how does it know your food is done? There are sensors in there that help optimize the amount of time food cooks. It works very well. I say try it and trust the process and the technology because this is a highly developed appliance. It does a good job. The defrost is one of my favorite on this particular oven. Again, you can do food by type, by weight, by time, and in food type, it'll ask you what you're defrosting and it will optimize. So ground beef, for example, it will ask for a weight before it kicks out a time. Why is the defrost so good? Well, this microwave is interesting. Instead of running 100% power for, let's say, 20% of the time, it runs 20% of the power for 100% of the time. And what that means is you get a more consistent defrost via the microwave. And it takes advantage of that technology when using the full speeds features, which we're going to see next. Here's that steam clean feature. I find that the steam clean, I would use this as often as your oven has any debris stuck to the sides, top or bottom. It tells you to follow the directions. So here you go, pour a half cup of water into a microwave safe bowl, and it looks like it's indicating the glass plate. Yep, require tray glass. Hit start, let it run, and wipe the microwave out. Gotta love that. Recipes. You can connect to the internet and you can download recipes from the app, and it will optimize the machine for the recipes that you have downloaded into this. Oven, this is a standard oven. I'm baking a cake and I want 350 degrees for 45 minutes. This will do the trick. We talked about express. Now precision cooking, this is where the firepower comes into play. So this will activate all 4 heating elements simultaneously. I'm gonna go into fresh food. And I don't know, what's for dinner tonight? I know, I want baked potatoes. So I'm gonna go into baked potatoes, and there's just 2 of us, we're empty nesters, and we have medium-sized potatoes. It's asking for the metal tray, and here's where we've got all 4 cooking modalities working simultaneously. U is the underheat. That's the ceramic heater, and it's going to use a power of 10 out of 10. L is lamp. It's going to use a 10 out of 10 lamp. That's going to help crisp the potato skin. It's using a microwave of 8. So that out of 10, it's using a majority of microwave, and it's using a 10 out of convection. So every time you hit a different food, it will optimize. And you can set these to a custom. So if you like your potato, let's say a little bit softer, you can tell it to give it more microwave, because microwaves cook from the inside out. And let's say you want it a little less brown, you can turn down the lamp. So you can customize different software. What I like to do, and what I've done here in the showroom when I'm cooking for 20 people, is I'll cook all my potatoes and then I keep them warm in the convection oven. Then I cook all my vegetables, keep it warm in the oven, and then finally my proteins. And that's actually faster. Let's see how fast. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. You might see the time adjust, and that's adjusting the cooking time automatically based on how much moisture, how much volume. See, it jumped up to 840. If the oven's already hot, it will reduce cooking time. But the machine is so fast that I find it's easier to cook all of your food using the precision cooking. Let's check out vegetables. I'm gonna go fresh again. I like fresh food in my house. Vegetables. What sounds good today? Sometimes I like to check with the Advantium oven what sounds good and then go shop for that item. I like roasted vegetables because it's cold out. Corn, garlic. Let's see here. Oh, mixed vegetables. Mixed vegetables sounds lovely. Okay. It's asking for the metal tray. And here we go. We got a 10 on the upper lamp, a 10 on the lower lamp, no microwave, and no convection. So essentially it's going to get broiled and baked from the bottom. Can you see here? 10 minutes. So right now we're under 19 minutes for dinner, and we don't have to do any work. The machine's doing all the work for us. Oh, it jumped up to 12 minutes, but you can see if the machine was hot already, it would reduce that cooking time. And finally, what about dinner? What would we like? Precision cooking, and of course, fresh food, meats. Feels like steak tonight, beef. And, you know, I've got these great sirloin steaks that I found at the grocery store. I've got 2 of us. They're nice and thick. Medium. You might say, well, I like it less. Don't worry. Choose medium. And then again, you can customize. It's using the under of 10, the upper of 10, 1 microwave, and 10 convection. Why 1 microwave? That's just to make sure that the center is hot when it's done. 10 minutes. So here we are, under a half hour of cooking time for dinner. You don't have to do really any work other than just trust the machine, let it do its job. So that's one way to make dinner. Let me show you how you can use the speed features to feed your family very quickly. Let's see here, frozen foods. And what do we have here? Chicken, okay. Chicken nuggets, yeah, okay. It's popular, 3 to 4 servings. And again, it's using under 5, lamp of 10, microwave of 3, convection of 10. And we're gonna cook chicken nuggets in 5.5 minutes. So let's say, oh, we need some potato. We need to round out the meal. Let's go to frozen. Did I click frozen? I sure did. Let's see here. Breakfast. I know it's in here somewhere. And that's part of using this, is getting kind of used to where things lie, thinking like the machine. Frozen food. French fries. There we are. Haha. You can move some of your favorites to the front, and then also your most commonly used programs will pop up first. So here we go. Coated fries, crinkle fries, regular serving of fries, regular fries, 1 to 4 servings. Okay, and it's giving us the program and start, and then 6 minutes. So you're feeding the kids in under 12 minutes. Really simple. And I've been told by homeowners, particularly families that have teenagers, that they learn how to use a machine, they make their own food. So that's just one more way to use the Advantium oven to make sure that you're taking advantage of the speed features, feeding your family in a timely manner, and letting the machine optimize the work for you so you don't have to think about setting timers or getting dinner on the table in time. Well, thank you for joining me on this deeper dive of the Advantium 5-in-1 speed oven. It has so many more features. It's a toaster, it has steaming features. It does a lot of different things. And if it feels overwhelming, my advice is just start using the machine. Treat it like a smartphone. Smartphones back in the day, they didn't come with an instruction manual. You were just trusted to swipe and play and figure it out. And I feel like the Advantium oven is as simple as a modern cell phone to use, and it's fun to explore the different features to take advantage of making dinner and making every meal come out so much easier. So if you have more questions, stay tuned to this channel, because I'm going to be cooking in the Advantium oven all winter long, and I can't wait to show you some of the tips and tricks, the firepower that this appliance provides.